Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Mathieu, and I'll be presenting on the dangers of stereotyping in young adult literature. In this presentation, young adult literature will include children's literature as well. Stereotyping, especially in children's literature, focuses on the difference between cultures instead of the similarities. Stereotypes in literature are dangerous because young adult and children are impressionable, and the reading materials and discussions that they induce can either open a child's eyes to different cultures and experiences, or it can continue to perpetuate untrue or incomplete beliefs about other cultures. The purpose of this presentation to fellow librarians is to understand how even a positive stereotype can be dangerous, how regular stereotyping can be dangerous, and what can be done to reduce the effects of stereotyping in young adult literature. The goal of the research was to find articles and case studies that explained why or how stereotyping in young adult literature was dangerous, how were different underrepresented groups affected by literature stereotyping, what could we as librarians do to mitigate the effects of stereotyping. The databases that I used in this research were the Library, Information Science, and Technology abstracts with full text, Education Source, ERIC, and Library Literature and Information Science full text. The research that I conducted was not limited to a specific underrepresented group. The searches focused on the damages or dangers that stereotype literature could do and the ways that librarians and educators could mitigate the damages. Stereotyping is dangerous to all groups, not just minorities. Certain occupations carry a stereotype that can be positive or negative. Even positive stereotypes can be damaging because each person, regardless of the group that they are associated with, and the stereotypes along with it, is an individual and needs to be seen as such. Stereotyping in literature can cause a loss of identity. Irwin and Muller state that negative stereotypes of the disabled can lead to more of a focus on the disability than on the individual. They also state that literature about mental disabilities conveys values about how we should respond to a difference in intelligence. Stereotyping can also keep minority groups down. This can lead to the stereotyped group identifying as that stereotype. If the world sees them that way, then that must be the way that they are. The gender bias in historical fiction can deter young women from entering politics or even voicing their opinion about it. Male characters in historical fiction are written to have strong political beliefs, and women are written to believe that while they might have the same beliefs, they shouldn't voice those opinions because it wouldn't be ladylike. Stereotyping can also lead readers to believe the stereotypes and make assumptions about what minority groups can accomplish or can't accomplish. It can also impede the stereotyped groups from participating in activism. In the article, American Indian Females and Stereotypes, the author discussed how women in Native American culture used to be leaders, medicine women, and warriors, and now they're stereotyped as either princesses or prostitutes. She also discussed how the stereotypes of Native American women can prohibit the feminist movement. Teachers and librarians are in a position to reduce the effects of stereotyping. Teachers or librarians should critically evaluate materials for stereotyping. They also need to look for hidden stereotyping in literature. Also, stereotypes are co-constructed with the conversations that happen after the readings as well, so great discussions after multicultural literature will set the stage for an open mind. Also, multicultural literature acts as a counterstory to the dominant narrative of a culture. And they can also use stereotype literature to help students critically analyze the world and to increase awareness that stereotypes still exist. In conclusion, the literature that children are exposed to can have either eye-opening results or detrimental results. A combination of effective multicultural literature and great discussions about stereotyping can keep a child's mind open and aware that stereotyping is wrong. It keeps people down and creates a sense of lost identity. Everyone is an individual and should be seen as such.